Hello, this is Breath of Fire 4 again. Here's the deal. This is not a Mac program. It's a Windows program. I needed to get the most recent updated version of PSXR so that the freezing would stop. Problem with that is the most recent version for the Mac requires an operating system I do not have, and that costs money. Or me going onto the internet and just doing some really tech-heavy stuff, and then screwing myself over royally, and then this becoming garbage. So, like, the computer itself becoming garbage, which is bad. That is bad. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take that dangerous route. I'm going to do the safe route. I found some workarounds. I'm able to use a controller with this Windows program, and if I hit escape, I can go over to this new window that pops up and hit save state. I've already saved a state. Here, let's load it. Oh no! No! There we go. may need to situate this to where the pop-ups and stuff are the same thing. I also set it up to where the background of my computer is shown as my channel art. Unfortunately, this is not my channel art, because YouTube is like, oh, the channel art must be this size. I'm like, okay, so I upscale the resolution and everything, I blow it up, and it's like, oh, no, this isn't the correct file. It needs to be this, or this. I'm like, well, it is this. Let's change it to this. Well, it is this. Let's change it to this. Well, it is this. None of them work. Why aren't you being nice? So YouTube sucks for channel art. Don't know how I got my channel art on there in the first place. That was like when I first started. Like when I put up the channel, I was like, awesome, let's do this. And then just, apparently that's just escaped my memory and knowledge. Just gone. I have no idea how to do it anymore. I even asked a friend, can you make me a channel art? And they're like, no. I was like, oh. Well, thank you. thank you for that. Talk to you later. Bye. And walk away. Yeah, we're gonna go with review. I have my keyboard as a direct input, as in I can use the keyboard as well as the controller. So if I just happen to like drop the controller and I'm doing something, I can just reach over and just type in what I want to do immediately into the thing. I've upscaled my videos from 15 minutes to 20 minutes. I was just recently, about 10 minutes ago, going to say, oh, 30 minutes, yeah, because every half hour will be a video, and I'll be able to gauge my time really well, and no, because if I get a copyright strike, it'll go on the video, and that's a 30-minute video. It's copyright striked for some reason, and, you know, it's a PS1 game. Seriously, and it's not even remade. I don't understand if the copyright was like, oh, you know, I'm trying to publish this as my own game, when very clearly it's an emulated version of somebody else's game, and I'm just playing it for shits and giggles. I have been able to really work with Wine. So, it's really a great program. I've been able to get into it and get into the nitty-gritty technical hoo-ha, and I want to teach a friend of mine how to do it so that he can, like, play Skyrim on his Mac or something like that. Like, download it for Windows and then convert it, and then, boom, buy it for Windows, go to Steam, hit the download button, be like, okay, now I got a Windows application on my thing. He goes, downloads Wine, and be like, convert, and boom. A fully purchased game that he just added a trick to work on Mac OS. So, yeah, awesome. He doesn't want to do that, because, oh, I can't mod it. It's easy to mod. You don't understand because you're not as technically smart as I am with this thing. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be reading the out loud. I'm not going to be reading the messages, because if I start reading them out loud, I'm going to reread them in my mind, or I'm going to read them to begin with in my mind, and then I'm going to read them out loud. So I don't want to have like the illusion that I'm slow, or yeah, I'm just slow. Like I'm trying to understand a sentence and it's taking me forever. No, I'm just reading it like 4 times in my head and out loud, and I'm getting sidetracked because of both of them. And if you're missing something, if I don't skip over it too fast like I just did there, like an idiot, just pause. Easy. Hit space. Boom. Done. Over with. Then hit space again, and it starts. There's even a bit of room underneath. Yeah, and for some reason, I haven't tried running Chrono Cross on here, and I probably should have, to see if it would hold up to par with, well, I don't have any reference, because every time I try to play it, it was like, oh, the audio's off. Oh, the battle is off completely. Oh, there's no pixelation of an explosion when you go into a battle like it was supposed to be. But, yeah. Because, you know, that's fun, having that stuff not work. Because you're just like, okay, there's a problem. Hopefully nothing else in the game has a problem. And then, if you take that path, it's just like, oh, well, there was a problem. Oops. What? Oh. Okay, that has nothing to do with this game, apparently. I need to uninstall that. Hopefully I'm talking louder than this, because apparently on here, it's set to loud. It's set to loud and everything. I might, because now it's fine to play pretty much any game. I might go and re-download Chrono Trigger and play that again, because it's always a fun game. There's like nothing wrong with replaying any of these PS1 games. PS3 games is like, oh, well, then there's all this technical crap, and then, you know, some of the story just doesn't hold up, and then the voice acting. That's the age we're getting into. Because for me, I can go back to PS1 games, PS2 games, and I can replay them all the time. Dot Hack GU, it's a 3-disc series. I've replayed it 8 times already. And that's from going on to where I had the first CD and then the third CD. And I played the first CD all the way through, got to the ending, then played the third CD, and it was just like, oh, I really want the second CD now. Going over to GameStop and being like, do you have the second CD? And they go, yeah. They check it and they go, oh, it's scratched. Like, heavily. Like, you can't play it. We're sorry. This is the only copy we have. Throwing it away. And I'm sitting there like, well, that doesn't answer my question. Like, I want to buy it and, like, play it. But you have a completely scratched copy and you don't have it anymore. Can you, like, refer me to a GameStop or call the closest GameStop and be like, do you have this? Because a customer here wants it, and we have, like, no copy, and the only copy we had was destroyed. No, it doesn't even offer that service. Just, oh yeah, sorry, goodbye. Thanks. Thanks. And walk out the door. Month later, I'm still playing this game. I've beaten the third CD like 10 times, and then I go back to GameStop and be like, do you have it? And apparently within that month or 2 month time, it was just like, oh yeah, somebody returned it. Like, they traded it in, and it's a good copy, and yeah, here you go. And I'm standing there like, are you, like, retarded or something? Like, there's obviously a problem with your service there. Yeah, not saying anything. Not saying anything. Just grab my freaking crap, get the hell out. See, Games like that, games like Diag GU, infinite replayability. For some reason, infinite replayability. Is it because the story is cool? Yes. Is it because the character's cool? Yes. Is it because, I don't know, they made it with such heartwarming dedication? Yes. Now we're getting onto like the PS4 era, or even the tail end of the PS3 era, when they decided to be like, oh, well, graphics, voice acting, let's put it as, let's try to grab, like, I don't know, some good studios, and, oh, let's put this in, oh, this series is coming off the PS2, it was first created on the PS3, let's put it on the PS3, let's put some, like, heavily mounted Easter eggs in there, and it's like, we don't want that. We want an original story in each and every installation of the game. Or a new IP. A new original game. That would be awesome too. You know, like, grab all these RPG games and be like, okay, what's good in here? Oh, the combat system is good. Don't copy the combat system. Build upon it. Be like, oh, okay, we can take this out. This is not needed anymore, and let's put this in. Make it to where it feels nostalgic. But at the same time, anyone can pick it up and play it. Because then, boom. Done. You made a good game. Graphics. Just whatever. Whatever makes it playable. Whatever doesn't have the most screen tearing or freezes the game or whatever. Real gamers don't necessarily care about graphics to an extent as these people out there going like, oh, well, we waited so long and the game looks like a piece of crap. Okay. They did so much with graphics that it's either freezing and that's what makes it look like a piece of crap. Like Fallout, for instance. It's a massive game and the graphics are pretty well done. But then there's all these bugs. They happen because of the graphics, because of the engine, because of not the story, but because of certain physics, and so on and so forth. Character AI and stuff not working with the engine the way the developers have meant it to work, and so on and so forth. Things I probably don't even know about, because I have never developed a game in my life. The only programming knowledge I have is it's pretty advanced in a specific region, and then not at all in any of the others. Like, if I'm dedicated to a cause, my expertise will be exceeding. But if it's something that's like a side project next to it, and